Honorable Speaker, Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers, Honorable Members of Parliament, and the members of the public sitting in the gallery. Thank you for the opportunity to deliver my ministerial statement on the initiatives and programs of the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Tourism on the development of grassroots communities, micro, small and medium enterprises, what we call MSMEs, and young entrepreneurs. Honorable Speaker, MSMEs form the backbone of the Fijian economy, with over 18% contribution to the GDP and employment for approximately 60% of the Fijian labor force. There are over 24,000 formally registered MSMEs in Fiji. And through various government initiatives, we have been able to formalize a large number that were operating informally. Since 2008, programs such as the Northern Development Program, Integrated Human Resource Development Program, and Micro and Small Business Grant have formalized over 40,900 SMEs in Fiji. Honorable Speaker, what does this mean? It means that the hard work of these entrepreneurs is recognized. They are counted as key contributors to the Fijian economy. Growth of our MSMEs means more jobs, more production of goods and services, and more income to go around. It means we, as a nation, are moving forward together. Honorable Speaker, one of the initiatives designed to progress the development of MSME sector is the Micro and Small Business Grant, what we call MSBG. This initiative takes available through application grants of up to 1,000 for startups and assistance for existing micro and small businesses. To date, 38,636 Fijians have been assisted to the tune of approximately $38.6 million, which includes the support from the Indian government of approximately $8.4 million. Overall, the MSBG has impacted the lives of up to 193,180 Fijians. The assistance has been far-reaching to the smallest of businesses that have been recognized to have the capability to make a difference, not only in their lives, but that of our communities and the Fijian economy as a whole. Honorable Speaker, the Ministry continues to monitor the performance of successful recipients through its monitoring and evaluation exercise across Viti level and Vanua level. A sample size of 15% was considered, and the team visited Reki, Nandi, Lotoka, Nosori, Nasinu, Singatoka, Ba, Lambasa, Senganga, Nambawalu, Savu, and Tavuni. The visit indicated that 75% of the businesses are still operating. The income for recipients such as those in the manufacturing, services, wholesale and retail, and agricultural sectors have increased between 2 to 3 folds, whilst livestock businesses have seen marginal growth in income as the investments take longer to realize. Honorable Speaker, the Ministry, through the monitoring and evaluation, identified high performers and those who are ready to graduate to the next level. The intention of the Ministry is to enhance the impact of this important MSME development initiative. In the next budgetary period, the Ministry will request funds for targeted support for those MSBG recipients that have excelled. We will help them break through the barriers that limit them for expanding their businesses and help them grow further. Honorable Speaker, let me speak about another initiative that was rolled out by my ministry. Another key program targeting the grassroots communities is the Integrated Human Resource Development Program, or commonly known as IHRDP, which was initiated by ILO. This initiative is now fully funded by the government. The main objective of IHRDP is to create sustainable jobs through skill development and encouraging self-employment. The budget for IHRDP in the last 5 years was $4.5 million, and 87% of the funds were used. The IHRDP since 2013 has assisted 38 income-generating projects in Navosa, Nandronga, Serua, Ba, Tailevu, Dakandrove, Bua, Maduata, Ra, Rewa, Netasiri, Lomaiviti, and Lau provinces. This has directly supported 1,657 jobs and improved the livelihoods of 6,000 Fijians in these provinces. The projects are in various sectors such as ecotourism, agriculture, aquaculture, fishing, handicraft, retail, bakery, and transport. And we will continue to encourage participation in more sectors. Honorable Speaker, the Didia Island Organic is one such project where IHRDP in 2017 and 2018 worked alongside 5 villages for virgin coconut oil and ginger farming. The IHRDP provided training and relevant equipment to the villages. Through this project, livelihoods of the 5 villages have been improved. New stream of income and employment has been created. This is how the IHRDP continues to support our grassroots communities. Honorable Speaker, another government initiative is the Northern Development Program, what we call NDP. The NDP focuses on the development of MSMEs, specifically in the Northern Division. The NDP is based on the principle of providing equity funding for new and incremental investments by businesses. Since its inception in January 2008, NDP has assisted 2,294 projects. Approximately 9.8 million has been used as equity by the Fijian government. This has resulted in over 11.7 million in loans to enterprises by financial institutions. Altogether, a total of 21.5 million in value of grants and loans has been accessed by the enterprises in the Northern Division under NDP. For the 2,294 projects funded in the last 11 years, a total of 8,029 jobs have been indirectly supported. Jobs created are mainly in agriculture and fisheries, including farmers, farm workers, fisher folk, fishing crews, cane farmers, cane cutters, and market vendors. The success of NDP model has gained recognition through the Reserve Bank of Fiji's Microfinance Awards held last year. And there is interest to replicate NDP model in other parts of the country to continue the momentum and impacts. Honorable Speaker, now let's look at the cooperative business. Cooperative businesses globally are increasingly recognized for contributing to harmonious societies through the creation of income-generating activities that ultimately contribute to the economy. The cooperative model has been in existence for over 7 decades in Fiji. It is an exceptional form of business structure which voluntarily unites people and pools their resources to meet common economic, social, and cultural needs. It is primarily based on the notion that together a group can achieve goals that impact lives of communities at large. Honorable Speaker, in the last 5 years, 166 new cooperatives have been registered. Of these, 59 cooperatives are resource-based, while 108 are service-oriented. The resource-based cooperatives are predominantly in the agriculture and fisheries sector, while service-based cooperatives mainly support our cane farmers in the northern and western divisions. Cooperatives in the sugarcane sector have greatly complemented the government's overall vision of expanding the Fiji sugar industry. With the support of the Fijian government, a number of cooperatives bought 22 harvesters in 2017. This led to 19% of cane being mechanically harvested compared to mere 9% in 2016. In 2018, 10 more harvesters were purchased by cooperatives. The 4% growth of sugar production in 2018 compared to 2017 can be attributed to increased efficiency in cane harvesting methods. The cane harvester cooperatives have helped ease the burden on cane farmers and boosted the overall production. Another new initiative undertaken using the cooperative model is the cane planting project. Under this joint venture, landowners are encouraged to use idle land and enter into sugarcane farming in collaboration with the Itoke Land Trust Board and Fiji Sugar Corporation. The Fijian government's cane planting grant has been accessed by Matangali Nakiko Cooperative Limited in Senganga and Nukusolevu Cooperative Limited in Nasarwanga, Bua, which covers cultivation and planting expenses. A total of $480,000 has been approved and will be released in stages. It is expected that around 700 acres of land, acres of cane will be planted between the two cooperatives, which would generate an estimated income of $1.7 million. Honorable Speaker, MSMEs are also critical for the growth of the Fijian tourism industry and for the continuous improvement of quality and high-value tourism experiences. The Fijian Tourism 2021, or the Tourism Development Plan, provides for key strategies to enhance MSMEs' participation in the tourism industry. Through the inclusion of micro and small operators in the tourism industry, the benefits of tourism are spread to the grassroots communities across Fiji. We want to see more Fijians involved, more resource owners contributing to the growth of our largest industry. Therefore, an integrated approach is extremely important. Honorable Speaker, the Ministry, together with the Ministry of Agriculture, jointly carries out trainings for local chefs in small or medium tourism establishment on the use of local produce in their menus, harvesting fresh from their organic gardens, and reducing Fiji's import bills. This will ensure farmers and suppliers are better linked to hotels and have the capacity to meet standards and demands. We also increasingly involve MSME participation in tourism events, expos, and meetings to promote and showcase the products to both local and international markets. Furthermore, to strengthen the synergy between the tourism and agriculture sectors, a pilot study called From the Farm to the Tourist Table was undertaken by the Fijian government in partnership with the International Finance Corporation. The study identified opportunities to increase local food sourcing by the tourism industry, and recommendations for the report are now being implemented with relevant stakeholders. These include pilot projects with larger hotels on improving their procurement systems and increasing local sourcing. The presentation of a seasonal crop calendar was also drawn up to assist chefs plan their menus with in-season produce and the promotion of our locally grown products through the Fijian Made and by Fijian campaign. Honorable Speaker, to map the flow of tourist expenditure through the economy and help maximize returns for our MSMEs, the greater tourism industry, the Ministry in conjunction with IFC, is undertaking a Fiji Cruise Tourism Economic Impact Assessment. The report will enable the government to target its programs for MSMEs, operators in this sector. Honorable Speaker, let me speak about the National Export Strategy. The National Export Strategy assists existing and new exporters in achieving competitiveness, value addition, export diversification, and growth in targeted markets overseas. The NES has assisted 105 projects over the past 12 years with approximately 14 million worth of grants. This has led to a significant increase in export earnings, diversification of destination markets, and employment creation. An impact assessment of 46 assisted companies supported since 2015 has revealed that majority of the grant funding was well utilized. This is an indication that firms have been implementing their projects in a timely manner. Total export earnings for the NES-supported firms have grown by 34.35 million since 2015. Honorable Speaker, lastly, I would like to speak on the Young Entrepreneurship Scheme, what we call YES. And I'm very privileged to see the young people sitting in the audience, and I hope that through this presentation I'll be receiving a lot more application from you. YES has received overwhelming interest from youths since it was launched by the Honorable Prime Minister in January 2018. The Ministry conducted 8 trainings on starting your own business for young Fijians across all 4 divisions. A total of 265 youth have been trained on basic business fundamentals and the skills required for establishing and managing a business. The young entrepreneurs assisted by the YES program are successfully undertaking their businesses in tiny home construction, health and fitness, traffic management, hydroponic agriculture, and green energy. A number of other innovative projects are also currently under consideration by the private sector-led YES selection panel of experts. In order to reach out to the young people in our population, and particularly in the remote areas, the Ministry is conducting extensive awareness and publicity campaigns. The Ministry conducted training and awareness on the island of Lakemba in Lau Group in November 28. More than 50 unemployed youths were trained during this week-long workshop. The successful grant recipients have become the ambassadors of YES program. We also engage young brand advocates who serve as peer mentors to inspire other young individuals. With the increased exposure and the amendments to the eligibility criteria to include non-graduates and age limit increased to 40 years, we are expecting a lot more innovative and credible projects to come to our ministry. To conclude, Honorable Speaker, I wish to reiterate the Fijian government's commitment to the inclusive development of our nation. Inclusivity will remain the center of growth and development initiatives to improve the social well-being of all Fijians. This is in line with the Fijian government's 5-year and 20-year national development plan that has inclusive socio-economic development at the heart of it. The Ministry will continue the implementation of the programs and policies, and it will work towards achieving the vision in the NDP for MSMEs. Honorable Speaker, I thank you for allowing me to speak today. Thank you.